All right, you just installed Parrot Security and you don't know what to do next. This video, we're going to help you walk you through my recommendations of what to do when you first install Parrot Security and you boot it up for the first time. So we're going to be covering how to update Parrot Security when you first install it. We're going to be going over how to install Chrome and how to fix problems during installation that you might run into, as well as go over some of the cool dark web tools that are baked into Parrot Security. My goal is to give you my recommendations and to also help you feel comfortable in this transition of you learning a different operating system other than Windows. I'm still learning this stuff myself, but I want to share my journey with you and give you my recommendations so you kind of can learn with me and feel comfortable during this awkward transition of trying something different. Trust me, it's not scary once you know what you're doing. Let's get started. This video is for educational purposes only. I do not condone any illegal activity. First step, let's make sure you have an internet connection. Either connect to Wi-Fi or plug in your Ethernet cable to your device. Now we're going to open up the terminal. Click on the icon right here, and then I'm just going to make this bigger so you can see it. Now we're going to type in the following command: sudo apt and then update. Once you do that, you're going to hit enter. Now your system is looking for available updates. It's not installing anything yet. Once it's done, you'll be able to type again. And now you need to put in another command, but you can hit up on the arrow key. This is a little shortcut, kind of rewrites what you already previously written. Now you're going to do upgrade instead of update and hit enter. Now you're actually installing those updates that it found. When you see continue y/n, type y, then hit enter for yes. Now, this takes quite a while. So at this point, get a cup of coffee or call somebody that you haven't called in a while. Tell them that you love them. And this should probably take around 10 to 15 minutes. That's been my experience so far every time I did this. Now, while you're waiting, I did make a custom background and it made a custom icon that kind of is interactive when you hover over it. I'll leave the shared Proton link in the description, and I'm going to show you how to download it. So I'm going to download each one, and then I'm going to just show you the process of downloading it. You can either click on it and then hit the download button and have it download. Then make sure you save it to the folder that you know you'll be able to find it in. And then you can also click on it, and there's a little three dots here you can click on, then click on download. Same thing, pick a folder where you want it. I'm keeping everything in the downloads, just easier to find things that way. And once you're done, click on the icon there. Click on configure application menu. Click on the icon and then click on choose. And on the bottom left, you're going to see something that says browse. Click on browse and then go to your downloads folder or wherever you put those images and then click on icon and then save. And then hit apply and then okay. And then now you have the icon, and when you hover over it, the eyes glow. Now for the custom background, all you have to do is minimize everything so you get to the desktop itself and just right click, select the first option, desktop and wallpaper. Now you need to click on add. So just like the icon, you need to go find the file, find wherever you have saved it, and then click on it and then select open. Then you need to find it in the backgrounds, click on it, and then you need to click on apply and then okay. And just like that, you have a custom background and icon. Now it's time to install Chrome. So go ahead and click on Firefox. That's the web browser that comes defaulted with Parrot Security or Parrot Home. Click on it, open up a new tab, and just search Chrome. Click on the first link here that takes you to the Chrome install page. And then once it pops up, you need to click on the download button. Once you click on the download button, it should already be defaulted to the right one. It's going to recognize that you're on Linux already, and then you're going to click on install. Now, once this pops up, you're going to select where you're going to be saving it. Just hit the save button. And then you'll notice in the top right, you're going to see a loading bar of the download. Just wait for it to finish. Now you need to run the package installer. Now, say if you missed this, you accidentally hit the X button and you need to know where to actually install this. You're going to go to your file manager. So go up to the top left corner where you see the folder icon. Click on that, and then you're going to go to your downloads folder. And then you're going to right click on the Chrome install there. Once you right click on it, you're going to see that same option again for the installer. Go ahead and click on that installer, wait for it to load. Now this might take a couple minutes. Once it's ready, click on install package. Now I had issues installing mine, so I'm going to show you a fail-safe way where you bypass that installation, where you're going to use the command line to do it. So right click it, go down to open terminal here. Now type in the two letters LS and hit enter. You're looking for that red file right there. So now you need to type in sudo apt install highlight that red file, copy it, and then paste it. Now, you got to make sure you do something before this. So you need to put a dot and a / right before the file name. So dot / and then hit enter. If you did it correctly, it should look just like this. Once you see this, you're done. Go ahead and click on your start menu there, click on search, and then search the word Chrome, and it should pop up. And then go ahead and click on Chrome, and it should boot up. Now you have two questions here. Do you want it to make your default browser? I'm going to put no and automatically send stuff to Google. I don't want it to do that. And that's pretty much it. Now you fully installed Chrome on Linux. Now, downloading Tor or Parrot Security is super easy. Go to the start menu, find the internet tab, scroll down until you see Tor web browser, click on it, and let it do the installation. Parrot Security does all the work for you. Just sit back, and once it boots up, go ahead and click on the option to connect automatically when you launch it and run it. And then it's going to connect you to the dark web. Now, another cool thing about Parrot Security is that it comes pre-installed with OnionShare. So people that follow the channel, I'm a big fan of OnionShare. It's a really great dark web tool. You can use OnionShare to send and receive files on the dark web, as well as hosting a dark web chat server, as well as a website if you want to. Now, this tool comes pre-installed, like I said, and what you have to do is fire it up. So I'm going to show you me using it in the background and testing a chat room server, and then disconnecting it, showing you how that process looks. I have a full video explaining OnionShare and walking you through what it can do, but this comes pre-installed with Parrot, which is another reason why I like it so much. In this video, I was using a Zimmerblade. This is a really good single board computer to learn Linux on. It's cheap, cost effective, and it runs on the x86 architecture. If you want to save $15 off yours, use code GhostStrats on their website. If you want to save 30% on Hack Academy's website, if you want to learn Linux the way I'm learning it in a fun class environment, recommend checking this out as well. I will leave all the links mentioned in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, do me a favor and remember that safety is an illusion.